Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, also known as the Georgia Picker, and I'm not starting off this week very well because I feel kind of sick. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm kind of nasally, as you guys can just hear right there. I woke up with like a sore throat, runny nose. I don't know what's going on, but I've been working out. I've been drinking lots of water, and I might have to take some vitamin C stuff that I have next to me for whenever I get sick, so I might have to take that here soon. But it is a new week. That means it is a new What Sold video, and it's a whole bunch of stuff throughout this whole entire week that I have sold, and you guys get the chance to kind of see what I sell. Maybe you guys can find it out there in the wild, and also too, I give you guys a little bit of an insight on whether or not they sell quick, whether or not they sell slow. I wouldn't recommend picking it up. I do recommend picking it up, all that good stuff, as my video or my phone ruins my video. But that's kind of what we do here. We buy stuff for cheap or for one set price, and we flip it online for a profit, and that is how we pay our bills. It's how we make our full-time living. It is how we are able to go on vacation, and reselling in general for me and my wife have changed our lives for the better. Going from the military to gonna go do hard physical labor where I used to work, working on the big 40-foot trailers at the semi-truck drivers drive, you know, suspension work, welding, torching, all that stuff, and I had fun doing it. And then just randomly one day sitting at lunch eating some Chinese food, and the Cincinnati picker pops up, and I saw him sell a bat for $100-something that he picked up for 10 at a yard sale, and I'm just like, this dude basically just made more money than me in one sale than what I did in one single day. So that's whenever I casually got into it, and wow, let me just tell you guys, it's been 3 years. In March will be 3 years, so absolutely insane. Also, too, shout out to you guys, man. We are 20 subscribers away from 6,500. By the time this airs, I don't know where we're at right now, but at this point in time, it's at 6,480. So 20 subscribers away, man. That is absolutely such a beautiful sight, because that means people are enjoying this content. They are feeling entertained. I don't know how people feel sometimes. I do know handful of people, they do reach out to me over on Instagram, and they're saying that, hey man, I love your reselling content, you've taught me a lot, etc, 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 and that is what warms my heart with doing this YouTube thing in general. Also too, full transparency, I don't make that much money off of YouTube, but at the same time, I do it not for the money. I do it because I genuinely have a passion to do this, and hopefully you guys see that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do. And I think that's why some of you guys keep coming back and watching my videos, because I absolutely love doing this, man. Day in, day out, 16, 18, 20 hours a day, I don't care. I have such a genuine passion for this, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So I know that's a long intro. Let's go ahead and get into these statistics. So between Monday and today, which is Tuesday, it is 10 o'clock in the morning, and we have 19 items going out over on my first eBay account for $839.17. Over on my second eBay account, we have 2 items going out for $71.65, and then we have 1 item going out over on Poshmark that I actually just picked up over this weekend that sold for $60, which puts us at a total of 22 packages going out for $970.82. So definitely not a bad couple of days, at least for me. And I got a handful of things pulled behind me. Let's see what we got. All right, guys, so this is a little bit of stuff that we have pulled, and the rest of the stuff's gonna be down in the garage. So let's go ahead and get it started. So first things first, as you guys know, all these ornaments are from the 10x30 unit. Somebody bought 3 of these small tractors. This antique tractor's red one sold for $3. This yellow one right here sold for $5. And that one right there sold for $3. So in total, these 3 sold for $11 plus shipping. Next one right here is Hallmark Dancer on Point. Hallmark ornament sold for $13 plus shipping. We have a pretty big one here. This Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas. A very, very, very beautiful piece. This one sold for a total of $50 plus shipping. This is a Kringle Trolley Light Magic ornament. It lights up from 1994, sold for $10 plus shipping. If you guys watched that bin store video where we just found these Nintendo Switch Joy-Con set, little controllers for a Nintendo Switch, got this for $7 at Black Friday deals. They sold for $75 plus shipping. This right here is just a basic Zippo lighter from the storage unit. It is just all chromed, nothing too crazy special about it, but it did sell in about a week for $15 plus shipping. All right, these next 2 items are going to be going out to the same buyer. They paid $5 a piece for these. So in total, the Snowbells and Woodland Frolic ornaments sold in total for $10 plus shipping. Champion spark plugs, RN12YC. We're already well in the green. Anytime you guys find vintage spark plugs, they tend to sell over time. They are a little slow. I got a whole box over here for a total of $45. I think there's like 11 to 12 sets. The dude wanted $10 a piece. I said, what would you do for all of them? He said 50. I said 40. And he's like, how about 45? And I was like, you know what? I think that's fair. We're already well in the green on the deal. But if you guys ever see vintage spark plugs, at least take the time to look them up because they do sell. And I think I have, 2 or 3 sets left out of the 12. So, you know, there's some good money in vintage car parts and spark plugs and that type of stuff. This one right here didn't go for a whole lot, but it did sell for $8 plus shipping. This right here is a Santa Hallmark star, and it's from 1984. Wow. Sold for $5 plus shipping. Got this in a local deal, about a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff, and he threw in this Game Boy SP, and it does have a little bit of wear, but it does work pretty good. And this is the AGS 001. This is obviously a given. Video game stuff sells very, very well. This one right here is sold for $85 plus shipping. All right, these Harley Davidson boots. I think I picked these up for, 10 or 15 bucks at a yard sale, and I'm surprised they took this long to sell. It's probably been about 2 months since we bought these, I would assume. And the model on these are 91724. Anything realistically Harley Davidson, anywhere between just boots in general, you know, tend to sell anywhere between 50 all the way up to like 100, depending on model, you know, all that good stuff. But this pair right here ended up selling for $60 plus shipping. All right, we got Sharing a Soda. That one's actually pretty cool. Hallmark ornament from 1996. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Then we got a little small Celestial Kitty. Pretty cool one. Little miniature ornament from 1999. Sold for a whopping $3 plus shipping. All right, this next item is a huge bolo. And the reason why I say that is if you guys see these skinny vice grips, this, like, you kind of see, like, they're kind of like needle nose. This is a huge bolo. Let me explain. This is actually from the first 10x30 unit. I had a handful of tools laying here on the ground that I was just going to get to whenever I could. Last night, I couldn't really sleep, so I decided to list, you know, the tools. I listed this last night and it sold. So there was one listed for crazy amounts of money, and then there was 22 sold. Yeah, so basically, if you guys ever see this vice grip, and then you guys turn around here, it says Peterson DeWitt something, but it's Peterson Manufacturing Company. I'll make sure to throw the sold comp up here on the screen, and that is your model number, always on the back side, 9LN. This thing right here works amazing, and this is from that 10x30 unit. This item right here listed last night, and it sold overnight for $30 plus shipping. So, and this is the type of stuff you will find out there in the wild or storage units, but just remember that name, Peterson Manufacturing Company, DeWitt Company, vice grip, and then 9LN. This type of stuff does really well. All right, and then these Free Soldier pants is what sold over on my second eBay account. This pair right here sold for $20 plus shipping, and we got it for $7 at Black Friday deals. All right, guys, we're here in the garage, and J1 is already down, and we sold an Oppo thing. Here we go. Yeah, here it is right here. So this is a Oppo Wi-Fi adapter that goes into the back of your TV. So if you guys remember that huge estate sale that we went to, and we ended up buying all the Oppo stuff, I think we spent like $830 or something like that in total. Already made like $2,500 from that estate sale because of all the Oppo stuff. And then of course the Bose stuff that we sold. But this is the last Oppo piece that we have, I believe, because we just sold the remote last week for $80, and this right here is pretty cool. This right here sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, and then the last thing that's going out over on my first eBay account is going to be this DVD recorder. If you guys ever see DVD recorders, they tend to do pretty well, especially when they're brand new. This is DVD recorder, DVD-R120. We got this for $38.80 on auction. Sold in less than a month. Got that for $38 and some change, and ended up selling for $215 plus shipping. So if you guys have auctions near you, or you know, to where we have to drive a little bit of ways, like an hour away or something like that, I'm just saying it could be a good potential way to source, because it might be an auction house near you that not a whole lot of people know about, and that's kind of what I've been doing. Paid $38.50 for that, or whatever it was, $38.80, and it sold in less than a month for 215 bucks. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys are sourcing, or if garage sales are a little slow. You got to be creative whenever you're in this business. Get a storage unit, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? So like with me right now, garage sales are a little slow right now, so I'm forced to kind of branch out a little bit to kind of see where else I can get inventory, even though I don't need it. But it's always good to be, you know, creative on how you source. So just keep that in mind. Look out for auction houses around your area. All right, and then last but not least, over on Poshmark, we'll see if, as you guys can see, all these UGG queen sheets. We end up getting each one for $10, and I'll explain that. I think I explained that to you guys in the last, I guess, garage sale, I guess, video or two ago. And I ran into a friend who goes to the bin store, Black Friday deals, and apparently his buddy or something comes across like lost cargo from time to time, and this stuff is from lost cargo. And he sold me $100 worth, so I got 10 of them, and this is the first one to sell. So technically I got $10 a piece into them, but $100 in total. This pair of UGG sheets sold over on Poshmark for $60, and we still have 9 sets left. So that almost gets me all my money back, almost. But another one, maybe after the third one will be in the green, and the rest of that stuff is going to be pure profit. So yeah, I'm excited. I think that was a great deal. He definitely hooked your boy up. And I basically gave him my number and my card, and he also should be now watching the YouTube channel. I told him about the YouTube channel and all that, and he said that if he comes across any more stuff, he'll call me, or I'll call him whenever I'm running low on stuff. So it's always good to build those connections when you can, because you never know. You know, when business is slow, he might give you a call one day, or that connection give you a call one day and be like, hey, I got some stuff for you, come check it out. So but anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for between yesterday and today. We will see you guys Thursday night with what's sold. So yeah, hopefully the sales stay strong. See you guys in a sec. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So check it out. So yesterday was actually Thursday, so today is Friday. As you guys can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather, and I'm still bringing you guys these videos. But so excuse me if I might be coughing a little bit. But yesterday was Thursday, and I didn't feel like packing packages because I just was not feeling good. On top of that, our dog Max gave us a little scare, so we had to run up to the emergency room late at night. Didn't get home until about 11 o'clock last night. But everything is okay with him as of right now. We just have to monitor him and all that. If y'all want more explanation, just let me know in the chat or the comment section, and I will let you guys know what happened. But yeah, that's the reasoning why I didn't pack up any packages. So today it is 11 o'clock in the morning on Friday, and we do have a little bit of packages going out for today. My wife's going to take it for me because I'm not feeling too well. So let me go ahead and break down these numbers for you guys. So over on my first eBay account, we have 15 items going out for $527.31. And then over on Mercari, we have 2 items going out for $56, which puts us at a total of 17 packages going out for $583.31. I will say this whole week I haven't really been listing a lot. I haven't been feeling too well, so that's mainly the issue. But hopefully once we're over the sickness, we will be good to go. So I got a handful of things pulled behind me. Let's see what we got. All right, guys. So what's really cool about the past few days of sales is that there's only 2 ornaments that we sold. The rest of the stuff is actually getting back to our normal, like, hard goods stuff and, you know, different stuff than just ornaments, right? But let's go ahead and start it off. This right here is a Matchbox Superfast Wildlife Truck from 1973. Pretty cool. Normally they have like little animals in the back, but this particular one doesn't have that. But it's from 1973, and this is from the diecast car storage unit. It sold for $10 plus shipping. This Gamoro Testarossa Diamond Tester, we got this for $7 at Black Friday deals. I had it out there for $200. It wasn't moving. Somebody sent me an offer for $140, so I decided to just take it and run. So we spent $7 and we turned it into $140 plus shipping for this item. Ornament right here, Eric the Baker, didn't go for a whole lot, sold for $3 plus shipping. You guys remember the other day we sold those skinny vice grip pliers, but if you guys ever see these do pretty good. This is from one of the 10x30 storage units. This one not as valuable. It is the same brand, vice grip. Then you got Peterson Manufacturing Company, DeWitt USA, and this one's the 10WR.
This one still sold pretty quick for $10 plus shipping. All right, we got a video game. Xbox 360, it says Risen 3 Titan Lords for the 360. Sold for $15 free shipping. Got another diecast car here. This is a Majorette Renault 11, I guess that's what it says. And yeah, this is from the diecast car storage unit, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. We have Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. We actually have this one in our own collection. This Aladdin Super Nintendo game from 1993 sold for $15 plus shipping. We just picked this up this past Friday. Govee water detector, paid $7 for it, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. This is one of the items that we listed this week. Like I said, we haven't done a whole lot of listings, but this is a Maxine shoebox stocking, brand new old stock. This is from the 10x30 storage unit, one of them at least, and it sold for $13 plus shipping. Another diecast car here, or not a diecast car, it is a car, but it's an ornament. 1995, but it says 1958 Ford Edsel. It's a citation. It is pretty cool, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. And then check this out, you guys. The very last Garfield Danbury Mint statue actually sold. This is called Oh, What a Beautiful Morning. It took a little while to sell. We sold every single one of those statues, and that was the only one. And finally, it sold for full asking price. So keep in mind, I've sent offers on this thing for like $35, $30, $40. No takers, and then out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, sold for a whopping $50 plus shipping for that beautiful Danbury Mint statue. All right, that's everything up here. Let's go down to the garage. All right, you guys, so here's the puppies. There's Max. Yeah, we took him to the emergency room last night, but he's doing okay. Ain't that right, buddy? Yeah. He's being his normal goofy self today, so so hopefully we don't have any more issues, but definitely gave Mom and Daddy a scare last night, didn't you? And it's at the worst time, too. Mom and Daddy ain't feeling good, and you just want to give us a scare, but that's okay. And then we left really quick, and Piper was all like, where y'all going? You say hi to everybody?
Say hi.
He loves the camera.
Say
You
hi.
got the camera? You say hi? What are you doing, buddy? It's my buddy. Yeah. What are you doing? I love you too. He's a good boy. Alright guys, so I just pulled down J5 right here, and look at this. Yes, from Peter Pan. This is Captain Hook. Is an 8-inch plush, brand new with the tags. This is from the storage unit, I'm pretty sure. And this one right here sold for $10 plus shipping. Alright, right here in F6, as you guys know, these Delft houses have been selling very, very good for me. And this box used to be filled, and now we're down to like our last 10 or so. Number 5 is the one that sold. This blue Delft house, number 5, sold for $25 plus shipping. Alright, right here in E4, we have another one of these Simpsons hit clips. As you guys know, we just sold one the other day. And this is the last one, I believe, that we have. Simpsons hit clips from the 10x30 storage unit, and it sold for $25 plus shipping. Alright, so we have a pretty cool sale here. Just gotta dig all of this stuff out real quick like. But it's in D5. And look at this. This is what sold. There was nothing on it. Nothing on eBay. Nothing really on WorthPoint. It is from 1994. It is a vintage, like, hard plastic wastebasket trash can. So I figured this would definitely sell. Put it out there for a little bit more expensive than, you know, normal, but I put it out there for $25, and sure enough, it sold for full asking price of $25 plus shipping. All right, guys, and that's gonna be it for today. I will show you guys this. So look at this, nice, beautiful dent in here. So what I ended up doing was, if you guys remember me talking to you guys about moving my stuff that needs to get listed down to my personal storage unit, that's what I'm doing. That's what I did yesterday. Even whenever I was sick, I still did it because I want to get it done. I do want to turn this into like a little weight room that I want to, you know, be a little healthy. That way I don't necessarily have to go all the way to the gym, you know. So this would be like my space for eBay, and then I have like my little gym over there, and yada yada. But yes, that's what I did. There's a nice little dent there. Hopefully next week I'll feel better, and I'll start moving some more of that stuff out there. I also have you know, some, you know, that going on. So yeah, so very exciting stuff. Finally get to move some stuff around, and, you know, a little bit of a new different like scenery, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to get that done whenever I can. But we still have a lot of inventory from that storage unit. I know you guys hear it like 1,000 times a week whenever I upload these videos, but it is true, we have a ton of it. But with that being said, we'll see you guys Sunday with what sold over the weekend, and hopefully the sales keep coming through. But again, haven't been listing, so that's understandable. But we're gonna get back to it. It's just one of those things. So we'll see you guys Sunday night. Hey, what's going on? Check it out. It is the end of the weekend, and I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know what's going on though. I think I might have like a severe sinus infection or something. Just not really in the best of mood, because guys kind of hear it, right? But this is the reality of working for yourself, right? I mean, just because you're sick doesn't mean the work stops, the grind stops. It just means you got to keep, trying to chuck along whenever you can. So, like I said, this week was a little rough. Not necessarily with sales, just for me personally. Haven't been going to the gym this week for the most part. I've been sick, just trying to stay home, trying to recover. And I know I got to take time off, from stuff like this when it does happen, which is rare. I rarely get sick, but it does happen. But we had some pretty decent sales from the weekend, so between Friday through today, which is Sunday, and it's almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got a little bit of packages going on. So here is the quick breakdown. We have 27 packages going out for $804.35, so just shy of our $1,000 mark is what we like to hit during the weekend. Most time we do, sometimes we don't, but it's okay, because this week was definitely an odd week of listing and that type of stuff. So I did list a little bit during this week, but only whenever I felt like it. So just bear with me as we get through this for today, and I got a somewhat of a surprise for you guys this afternoon whenever we go down to the garage. But for now, let's go ahead and see what we got behind me. All right, so the room is looking a little crazy because I've been nonstop, well, not really working, but I've been casually working is what I should say. All right, so this is the handful of items that we have pulled. So let's go ahead and start off here with this video game. This was in my death pile, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 for the 360, sitting on my death pile, and it sold pretty quick for 15 bucks free shipping. Big old ornament right next to it, 1999 Angel Song is what it's called. This is from one of the storage units, and it sold for $5 plus shipping. Big ticket sale here. This is a vintage 1960s Union made Big Smith Railroad Engineer Conductor hat. I think I got this for $1 at a yard sale, and it sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, I got a golf club here. This is the Wilson Staff D100 Super Light 3-wood, and this right here we got in the online auction. We sold this for $42 plus shipping. I got a little miniature ornament here. It's called Christmas Bell, and it sold for $3 plus shipping. Another golf club here, if I can get it without it falling. There we go. So this one is a Adams Golf 5-iron G2 or GT2 undercut. Yeah, golf is basically being played. Summertime's right around the corner as well. And this right here sold for 18 bucks plus shipping. All right, got this Lighthouse Greetings ornament from the 10x30 storage unit. Sold for $10 plus shipping. This Eagle Fish ID fish finder, we got this for $10 at my little honey hole. And I had $75 on it. It's been sitting for, I want to say, like a month or two, and not really any crazy budgets or anything. So somebody sent me an offer for $50, so I did accept that. So it did sell for $50 plus shipping. All right, and then over here you see a few tools. If you guys remember that big old metal box, which is right there, and in that metal box there's a whole bunch of tools in it. I think that's from the first 10x30 unit in September. I put it in my garage off to the side. Finally, one night, I think it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I was coughing so much I could not sleep. So I was like, I gotta do something productive, because there's no way I'm about to just lounge around, watch TV, and be sick. And that's kind of the way my brain is, and all that. So I was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go through them. And each of the wrenches and the ratchets and some other few tools have like model numbers on them. You can search them up on eBay. And for the most part, majority of them were pretty decent. The Craftsman stuff, I think there's some SK stuff. There's actually a SK, I think it's a breaker bar, or it's a ratchet that's worth like 50 bucks or 60 bucks. I thought it was kind of wild. It's been sitting there since September, so I don't know. But anyways, so we ended up selling this Craftsman. Now, don't get me wrong, these aren't worth like crazy amounts of money, but they're worth to list it just, because it's me. I just figured why not. But this Craftsman 11/16 speed wrench,
47857 is what the model number is on that wrench, and it sold for $5 plus shipping. Pair of Brooks right there. This is also in my death pile. If you guys remember the die-cast car storage unit, this came from that unit, I'm pretty sure. And these right here are in my death pile. Finally got them listed about 2 weeks ago, and they sold for $45 plus shipping. Another wrench that we have right here. This is also a Craftsman 16 millimeter 12-point wrench, 42924 right there. This right here sold for $13 free shipping. Miniature ornament right here called Antique Tractors, sold for $5 plus shipping. The one right next to it, also Antique Tractors, and is what's weird enough is that these sold to 2 separate buyers. This one right here sold for $5 plus shipping. We have this Fall Ball Snoopy little figurine. This is from the 10x30 storage unit, or at least one of them. It is retired and it is vintage from the year 2000. This right here is sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, so this right here is also from the first 10x30 unit. So this is a pair of vintage adjustable Schick razors. And the model on this is M231-7, and it's a dial right there. It's pretty cool. This right here, I had a price tag on for $40. Somebody sent me an offer for $30 plus shipping, so I decided to accept. So $30 for a pair of Schick razors, we'll take that all day. All right, got a Johnny Lightning Mopar or No Car diecast car, 1972 Plymouth. This is from the diecast car storage unit, and it finally sold. It sold for $8 plus shipping. This right here is a Voco Pro CDG-8000 Pro. It's like a head unit. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it says a DJ dual controller. That's what it says. This is actually from the private pick with Mr. Tim. Now, I will say, I normally test majority of my electronics. Or let me rephrase that. I check every single electronic that I can test from my knowledge on how to test it. Did not know how to test this, so we're kind of going on a gamble that it works. Hopefully it does, which would be nice. But you know, we'll see whenever we cross that bridge. But it did sell for $40 plus shipping, and the condition on it is fairly decent. So I figured it would work. So cross my fingers that it works. But $40 plus shipping. Do not do this in general. I do this occasionally. I assess the condition. If the condition is decent, you know, I'm willing to gamble on it. And I will say 97% of the time, everything's always good. The 3% is very, very rare for me when it comes to electronics. So just bear that in mind whenever you guys are listing certain electronics that you can't technically test. You know, hope for the goodness for it, but don't make it a normal routine of picking up electronics you cannot test. So just giving you guys a heads up. All right, so another tool here. So I think this is Craftsman. Yeah, so this is a vintage Craftsman VF Series 43784. If you guys can see that, this was also in that unit. This right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so we got a little Tweety bird here. It says Baby Tweety Looney Tunes Lovables, a miniature ornament. Sold for $5 plus shipping. All right, so we got another one of these Slake medieval like horse and knight warrior from 2003. Got a whole bunch of this stuff in an online auction. Still have a bunch of it to list. This right here sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, another miniature ornament. This pewter locomotive anniversary edition sold for $5 plus shipping. And another miniature ornament, the nativity one, also pewter, and I think these are sold to 2 separate buyers. That is correct. It's weird. 2 tractors and then 2 things of pewter ornaments. Absolutely random, but it just ceases to amaze me of what sells over on eBay. This right here sold for $5 plus shipping. And then from the diecast car storage unit, we have this 53 Chevy Lowrider Hot Wheel Collectibles limited edition diecast car. This right here was sitting in this plastic tote behind me for upwards to over a year, and it's just one of those things where whenever I found all those diecast cars, I listed them, right? Or I listed a lot of them, got burnt out in my head, put them off to the side, didn't want to touch them, yada, yada, yada. And sure enough, you know, I finally got around to listing them. This right here, this little car right here, sold very, very quick in about 3 days. Sold for $28 plus shipping. So now before we get started in the garage, let me just show you guys the quick little, somewhat of a surprise, I guess. But look at this. I've been working in the garage, even though I'm a little sick. So as you guys can tell, there's definitely a lot of stuff cleared out. It's actually a little bit more echoey in here. So what we're going to end up doing is, so all these totes behind me, so all of these right there are all empty. All these right here,
have like some diecast cars in them, and then there's more diecast cars there. All these are empty boxes. We have records, we have some of the Sheila collectibles, and then these are empty boxes. All these are empty, and a big little gap there. And all those are empty as well. So what we're gonna end up doing is this whole part here. So all of like, I guess all the way down is fine, but everything from that white rack, this rack will be moved, and then all of this open space all the way down, all the way through here, is all gonna from now on be open once I am able to clear this stuff out. And I'm gonna turn this little area into my own personal gym. As you guys know, I've been getting up in the morning, going all the way to Planet Fitness and working out, and you know, I just think it'd be more productive if I set up my own gym in here. With that being said too, I believe these racks right here are gonna be moved down to here. All of this stuff will disappear. I'm gonna sell some of it to Miss Kathy, or some of it's gonna go down to my storage unit until I'm able to get to it, but that rack is going down to my storage unit. As well as actually some of this stuff too. I think that rack might be able to go, but all of like my personal stuff, you know, for my lawn, you know, my golfing stuff, you know, that type of stuff is all gonna get put over here. That way we can make my garage more efficient again. And then whenever we do more storage units, we're no longer bringing the stuff here to my house. The reasoning why is not because my wife is complaining about it or anything like that. I'm just trying to somewhat separate my home life away from my work life. I know I'm gonna have stuff in my personal room, I know that, but if you notice, I've changed my loft up, no longer in there. I'm trying to get to my spare bedroom and clear all that stuff up. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of separate that the best I possibly can. And it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a project, but we started that a little bit today, and that stuff is going down in my storage unit tomorrow morning. Now again, whenever we buy storage units, we're just gonna move it all the way down to my storage units, and then whenever I'm ready for more inventory, I'll go down to my storage unit, pick up 4 or 5 totes, bring them upstairs, work on them, and then just rinse and repeat in that fashion. That way I can get up in the morning, do the gym here in the garage, and I can go about my day, and I don't have to waste upwards to, you know, over an hour between driving there and driving back, if that makes sense. So let's just go ahead and get ready to pull the rest of these orders. And first one we're going to be pulling is going to be in D2. Also too, let me know what you guys think about that idea. You think it's more efficient to bring my gym here, or make my own gym here, and then move some of this stuff down? And I feel like it's smart, but just let me know what you guys think. But the first item I'm going to be pulling, oh, here we go. It's going to be this Olympus camera. All right, I believe this is from the private pick with Mr. Tim. I'm like 99.9% sure. It does have some wear issues and stuff like that. But this Olympus Comedia C-740 camera sold for $20 plus shipping. All right. So the next item, let's see if we can move that up there for now. And then boom. This thing actually took forever to sell, and I don't know why. This right here, I believe, is from Black Friday deals. We bought this a while back. I mean, probably 6 months ago. It just took forever to sell. This is a Brother TN720 toner. If you guys ever find toner, I'm telling you guys, it is a great brand. Quick mover, usually. If you guys ever want to know if your Brother toner is authentic, you go to brother.com/ID, and there'll be like a little SKU number here. You type that in, and they'll tell you it's authentic. But this right here ended up selling for $50 free shipping. All right, guys, so this next item is actually very cool. Very happy to see it go, because you know, it's kind of one of those out of my normal realm items. This is from the 10x30 units. This is kind of wrapped up, but we're definitely going to have to wrap it up more. But this is it right here. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but it is a MASH 477th vodka dispenser system. And this is from the 10x30 unit, and this is actually what it looks like. Let me see here. There you go. Boom. Very cool. Has like the little tubing to it. Very cool piece. This is from the 10x30 unit, and it sold for $30 plus shipping. As you guys know, last year my project was building, you know, these racks. I had to special order these brackets, so I can build all these up, because this is actually technically within 4 racks that I bought. And we just basically built them up all the way to the ceiling, and then we just kind of zip tied them together. That way it ain't gonna go nowhere, you know. But yeah, so that was my project last year, and buying the banker boxes and labeling. My wife helped me and all that good stuff. So but yeah, that's gonna be my next project though. You know, sometimes you gotta do it. You know, it kind of keeps me busy too during the week. So anyways, that's gonna be it, you guys. Much love. Thank you guys for all the love and support, man. I really do appreciate it. Almost at 6,500 subscribers. I think we're like 708 or something like that. So thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, until next time, man, we'll catch you guys in the next video. It's your boy Georgia Picker. Peace.
I don't wanna wake up.